Hey guys, and welcome back to the Southampton Football Manager Series, episode 1 of the new season. Obviously it's not episode 1 overall, but I'm going to get straight into this. You can see on the league table we are sitting in 18th on alphabetical order because we haven't played any games. Yes, that's right, we've played pre-season, we've got new teams in our league to face, and we've done transfers. And let's start with the new teams in our league. So guys, the teams coming up from League 1 that we will face this season are Luton, who I think won it. Let's give a check. Yes, they did. Sheffield Wednesday, who came second. Yes, they did. And the last team who won the playoffs is Walsall, another Birmingham team. There'll be a big derby against Birmingham if they were in this division. They're in the Premier League, silly me. And the teams coming down are Aston Villa, Derby County and Nottingham Forest. So teams that you'd probably, excluding Aston Villa, expect to be in this division. And we're going to go straight into the transfers because we have been very busy. It's been difficult. I won't say Sunderland difficult, though we had no money. Of course, we had that 100 million. I haven't spent it all. But loads of players have wanted to leave, and unfortunately I've had to let some of them go because it's been out of my hands. But the first player we brought in is Daniel Iverson from Wolves, a backup keeper, 2.5 star. Brad Collins probably can go out on loan or something. Not a big fan of his on this Football Manager save, he's just gone a bit downhill. But hopefully this guy can be a good backup. The next player I brought in was the second one I brought in, and a little regret, but not that much, because it's Luke Ayling, who has got promoted with Leeds United, but he's coming back to Southampton. Well, he hasn't been here to start off. He's coming back to the Championship. 2.5 stars, not the best, the same as Max Milne, but experience brought to the team for a very low price. The next player was brought in by the club, Kane Sykes, 2-star, going into the academy. Don't really have any preference on keeping him. And now we have 2 loans. The first one being Richie Cullen, the 3-star player, a right back, another right back, so we've got 3 now. And we were short on him last season. 19-year-old is going to be a good one. His mental and physical stats are amazing. Can grow to 4, but he isn't our player, so he's going to share game time with Milne. And the second one from Arsenal loanee, 4 stars in Nuno Ferguias, or whatever his name is, Felgueiras, a winger. Unfortunately, he might not even start as well because we've brought in a good one. Well, not unfortunately, fortunate. But yeah, a good player for the bench. And our first signing, which was completely free from Arsenal, an amazing one in Gabriel Martinelli. Changed his nationality to Italian out of favour at Arsenal, so we've brought him in permanently on a free, who's worth 8 million, 3.5 stars. A really good signing in my opinion. So here we have a little bit of a journeyman, Connor Goldson, a centre-back coming in, 3.5 stars. I've offered him a regular starter role. He's been a bit of a journeyman in the Premier League, came from Rangers and went to Bournemouth and Derby, went around the teams near the bottom, and now he's come in trying to get a starting place under me. And the next one is Ryan Sessegnon, another brilliant winger who isn't doing that well on this Football Manager save. Got released from Tottenham. We had to spend money, we had to spend 3.9. They wouldn't let him go straight from release, although he was out of contract. 3 stars, can grow to 4. I don't know if he's going to actually get in front of Martinelli. He's going to be fighting him for that left wing spot. And a big buy here, 11.25 million spent on Fausto Vera from River Plate, but he's permanently at Man City, so we had to pay Man City for him. 4 star, a star player in our team, hopefully can grow. He's got good stats overall, and he's injured at the moment for 4 to 7 days, so he won't be playing his first game, but hopefully he can be a starter for us in the future. And without further ado, our biggest buy, 13.5 million, Patrick Roberts, another player from Manchester City. We actually bought him from Newcastle though in this save, 4 star, can't grow anymore, but an important player who can grow to be a star player, a right winger who's going to replace the Arsenal one we've got on loan, and hopefully he can lead us to the Prem. I'm going to have to fly through these outgoings because we've got a lot of them. Oliver Newman, for the first one out of the club for 1 million. The second one is Rafa Mir as top goal scorer. He's gone for 20 million to Brighton, and I was not denying that money when he wanted to leave the club anyway. The next one being Juan Foyth for his evaluation, 11.75 million. He wanted to leave, I wanted to keep him, but there's nothing we could do, and he's gone to the Premier League side now. Pagiotis Pavareka, or whatever his name is, 2 million, 17-year-old, he's gone to Burnley. Luke Cundle's left his academy for 500k to Rotherham. Simon Kozak was already leaving, he's gone for like 12k. to, I don't know, Dunstrender. Emil Kraft, who were a good player for us at the start, has gone. One of his right backs out of the club for 3.2 million, so a bit under his valuation. Alan Tachape, a youth player who outgrowed his his badge of being a youth player, really. 21-year-old, he wasn't growing, so he's gone for 250k to Troyes. Cameron Gribble's gone for 4 million to Norwich. It's below his valuation, but we've got Boswell as a youth centre mid anyway. Will Ferry has extended his loan at Coventry for a year. Cameron Lethwich has gone on loan to Fylde. Robert Glatzel has left the club for 5 million, going to Al Ain. Getting a bit old, I want to bring a new striker in, so I let him go. Callum Slattery, our youth player, has left. I really wanted to keep him here, but he just was adamant on leaving, so he's gone for 4.5 million. Really below his evaluation. The board did not like me for that at all, and I didn't like myself, and especially Slattery, for trying to get out of the club so much. Bobby Decordova-Reeve has gone for 4 million. Good profit, I'd say, on the player that never played for us last season. He was on loan at QPR and he's finally gone out permanently. Finlay Robertson is another loan player that we've released. Almost there now to Motherwell. Christian Dunham-Black has gone on loan to Eastleigh, part of his agreement with them, only for a year. Jason Sousa has gone to Huddersfield for 7 million. Not one I wanted to make, but the board liked this for some reason. I really wanted to keep him at the club. And the big one, the one I am gutted at the most. 20 million is the price tag that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg has gone to Birmingham with Juan Foy for. A real stalwart in his team before, but times have changed, and with me coming in, he didn't want to stay here for another season in the Championship, so I had to let him go to the Prem. And breathe. Here we go. Here is his pre-season. We won his first game against Winterthur 2-0, Sessegnon and Slattery scoring. Basel was the next opponent, away as well. Sessegnon scoring again, with Kurth getting a penalty for them. Zurich was the next team. Gashi and Banco scored, with Patrick Roberts getting 2 as new winger. And then we played Darlington away with Crone, Martinelli and Goldston scoring. And then Bologna was hard, with Thomas Beccarelli scoring for the away side. But now we are finally on to this season and we can start a fresh one. Bristol City is his first game, which isn't the easiest, followed by Preston away at Deepdale. We had them second, I think, away as well with Sunderland last year. Then we have the Carabao Cup game to end the episode up against Exeter. And after a lot of hard thinking, this is the team that we're going to go for the first game of the season against Bristol City. We've got Aaron Ramsdale in net. Max Milne is starting at right back. Just want to keep our youth players going for the time being. Goldston, Cody and Lowe at the back 4 with 2 changes in there from the transfers. Sam Field has stayed after loads of interest from Burnley. He's in CDM. Gruitch didn't have much interest, which surprised me, in the midfield with Boswell as youth player. Roberts and Sessegnon gets the nod over Martinelli on the wings, with Patrick Crone, who I managed to keep hold of. Only Leicester wanted him, but he didn't want to go up front. Here we are. Got Tom Kearney, Alioski, a strong team. It's Jack Stevens as well, one of our ex-defenders. Got to play his game comfortably, and we'll get the win. Max Milne looks happy, along with, I think it's Sam Field. Got faith in the boys. Crone's happy, he wants to score. Highlight here as well, in the 8th minute. It's Connor Cody. I didn't know who it was then, because we both have red kits. Crone gives it back to Cody, puts it in the middle to Gruitch. Through to Sessegnon. Oh, and a good save from O'Leary. Free kick for Roberts here, whips it in. Goldson round the back, and Connor Goldson is his first goal scorer. The new signing in centre-back gets a goal on his debut, and that is a glorious thing to see. Come on, the main aim for this season is definitely promotion. I don't actually care about winning the league, I just want to go up, and Goldston has put us up in this game. Crone was reaching for the ball. Gruitch is going to pick up on it. Give it out wide to Max Milne. Milne gives it to Goldston at the side of him. If we can give that to Connor Cody, it'd be a good pass, but we'll give it all the way back to Aaron Ramsdale in the goal. I think this is his first involvement. It doesn't look like they've had many shots. So Connor Cody gets the ball back, gives it in the midfield to Boswell. He's starting this season. I want to put faith in him as it's spread out to Roberts. Can Roberts whip a ball in? Sessegnon is at the back post. It's over O'Leary, and Ryan Sessegnon, who I gave the nod over Gabriel Martinelli, has made it 2-0. Bright start here. Boswell just gave it to Gruitch, playing it around in the midfield, and Roberts, I'll call him Robson all season, I know I will, gives it to Sessegnon with a good header over O'Leary. Approaching the half-time mark, but we've got another free kick with Roberts whipping one in. Straight to O'Leary's hands. He's a good keeper, him. He hasn't done himself justice in the first half. I actually looked at him when we signed Aaron Ramsdale the first time round, and he's whipped it up to Tom Kearney. Can he get something here for Bristol City? Haven't had a highlight, I don't think. There's been maybe 2 or 3, and there have been the goals. As Gruitch gives the ball to Roberts. in the midfield. Oh, Roberts drilling up the field. Patrick Roberts gets his shot off. It's blocked. He gets another one. Good save from O'Leary. And that was the chance to make it 3-0 at half-time. But 2-0 is good enough. They've had 0 shots on target. The best midfielder's got injured in Nagy. We've got to keep it up, lads. Onto the hour mark. I'm going to make some subs here. This guy's getting his first chance. Felgueiras. I might give Abu Jallo a chance as youth player. If you haven't seen him already, I'll show him right now. He's 2.5 stars. There was only 2 before. 18-year-old. I thought he was 16 then. Hopefully he can do some magic for us. Jack Stevens with it at the back. Gives it to O'Leary. Good touch. I thought it was a heavy pass then. Gives it to Thomas Callas. Got to get up and put the pressure on. Bristol City. I don't think they're known for a strong start to the season in the Championship. Sessegnon almost steals the ball off him. But he manages to get it back to Tom Callas. He's got time in the middle. To Herrera. To Josh Brownhill. Who's actually at Birmingham now in real life. The transfer must not have gone through on this. As he spreads it out wide to Josh Sims. Once a Southampton's player himself. As Max Milne gets in there. Makes the challenge. But Sims has come away with the ball. We don't want him to score now and put the pressure on as Herrera has it in the midfield. Shoots from range. Save from Ramsdale. Josh Sims to whip the ball in. Into the box it goes. Boswell is the first one to it. And Ilan Alioski to pick up on it. Gives it to Sims. Alioski gets it back to Jack Stevens now. And nothing comes of it. Last 10 now. Can we get a chance here somehow? Going into the last couple of minutes. And they've got a free kick. Right on the edge. Hulme, the substitute. We don't want him to score now and put the pressure on as he whips one round the wall. I think it's off the post or the bar or something. As it's cleared eventually. Just De Silva with a throw in into Stevens. Gives it back to Silva to O'Leary. We don't want him to forge a chance. Look at the pressure put on and then 2 men running up to the ball as he whips up to Semedo. And he's put a wild ball across the pitch. We should hold on for 2 minutes now. Hopefully keep a clean sheet as well as Thomas Callas gets at the back. Gives it in the midfield to Herrera. As he pans it out wide. Alioski on the ball now. Can Ejan do something with it? Gives it back to Herrera, who's been their playmaker since Nagy got injured. Gives it back to Stevens. I don't think they're going to forge a big chance here. We're holding his ground as Max Milne is skilled, and I've said that too early as Alioski runs into the box and Aaron saves it. Goldson, the goal scorer, coming away with the ball at the back. Gives it to Max Milne. He needs to go forward. But he gives it back to Ramsdale. Actually, that is good play. Wasting time. Bravo, wasting time. As Ramsdale has the ball. Gives it to Connor Cody, who we've managed to hold on to after interest from Newcastle. But that is the game. 4 shots on target for them, 12 for us. A really good performance. I don't know why it recommended for us to say we only just got that. And now we're off into the end of the transfer window as well. Some transfer business maybe could be done before Preston. We have the finances to do so. After a performance like that, I don't think we really need to. And here we have it. A lone player move from Manchester United. Giuseppe Torta, an 18-year-old. And as you can see here, rated 4 stars. Same as Cotrone. From the same nationality as well. Hopefully he can learn off him. I mean, we've got Abu Jallo, who came off the bench. But we can't deny a 4-star rated striker. And we're going to take part in deadline day. Hopefully some transfers to happen. I've got one in mind. And I'm not going to reveal it. And we've got a transfer offer for 12 million on Samfield. I don't know. I don't actually know if we should let him go or not. Because, nah, he's going to go into his prime, 25-year-old. I'm going to reject it. But here, outgoing Graham Kilpatrick to Birmingham in the league above. Going out on loan. I can't follow that out. But Steve Lucas from Brighton, 10 million. This guy I want to sign. As you can see, 3.5 star rated player. Wanted to come on loan primarily, but I want to sign him. And we have done. This guy, I feel, can lead us to the future. I've got a really good feeling about him. And another offer in for Connor Cody, 12 million. I'm going to reject it, but he always gets a mood on when I reject Premier League clubs. Same with Max Lowe, but I've promised him if we don't go up, he can go for free. And Crystal Palace have made an offer now for Samfield. I've got to persuade. He wants to go to Crystal Palace. You know, I don't want to hold on to players that don't want to be at the club. So I'm actually going to try and up it. 15 million is his asking price. If they can pay that, what are they offering here? They're offering 12 million. I can't accept that. It's too low for him. And Derby want him as well. 12 million. He doesn't want to go there. But if I can get more money, I don't care where he's going. Sorry, mate, but it's up to me at the end of the day. 15 million. If they can pay that, goodbye, Samfield. And here we are, going to complete the signing because we've got a midfielder coming in, Lucas. Samfield, our defensive midfielder, who's been good to us whilst we've been here, will be leaving. And he's gone. Don't care about the money we got from him, I just didn't want him to leave. And here we go, Connor Cody moaning about something. He's moaning about Samfield, actually. He'd outgrown the club. Don't think he should have. I should have done a lot more. I couldn't. He wanted to leave. Look, it's done now. I'm not backing down. Oh, all right, okay. Just shut up, Cody. Sam Boswell has an offer in. 6 million for his youth player. And watch this. I know I'm getting a no, but I'm doing it anyway. 120 million. Yep, you're not paying it. And there we go. Transfer deadline day is over. Get the players in. And we have a season to play. And Abu Jalla actually does make the bench because as soon as I sold Samfield, literally every midfielder we had injured. The new one, Lucas, is injured. Vera's still injured. The other one, Boswell, has got injured for a couple of weeks. So this is the team we've got to go with. Aaron Ramsdale in the net. Max Milne, Goldson, Cody and Lowe. No changes there. Grujic in the CDM role with Pavel and Armstrong coming in. Different midfield. Patrick Roberts and Ryan Sessegnon keep the places on the wings with Catrone staying up front. But he needs a goal in this game because Torta and Jallo are on his back now. Free kick from Lowe. Puts it into the box. Pavelusa's there, and it's just over. I think it was Patrick Roberts with the last touch. Ramsdale gives it to Connor Goldson. He's going upfield. He's actually played pretty well to say all the clubs have wanted him out. Transfer listed at Bournemouth and Derby before he's arrived at us. Brown with the ball. Gives it to Connor Thornley. Looking for Holland as he doesn't get there. Max Milne with a bit of good defensive duty work there as he gives it to Connor Cody. Ramsdale. Need to get rid of that. Don't want the keeper making a mistake. As Max Milne gets the ball back on this wing. Gives it to Goldson. Puts it through to Patrick Roberts. Got a man running in front of him. Catrone's made a good run though. And can he finish this? Good save. Can we get something from the corner? Stuart Armstrong to whip it in. Going to the back post. Catrone was there. Sessegnon. It was a bit of pinball and they've got rid of it. And it's fallen to... I'm not even going to pronounce that. Max Lowe. Throws it to Connor Cody. Going to come forward. Grujic with the ball. Gives it to Sessegnon. In the middle to Pavelusa. Stuart Armstrong now. Pavelusa again. Oh, that's a bad ball forward though. And Williams to pick up on the ball. Drives forward. Gets past Sessegnon who can't put the tackle in. Goes in the middle. Now with Brown. Gives it to Wiles. Back to Brown. We don't want to concede here. Come on. 20 minutes in. And the defensive work from us hasn't been the best. Missed tackles all over the park as Wiles gets it back. In the middle, Max Milne cuts it out. Patrick Roberts just thread that's Catrone. But he likes to run himself, Patrick Roberts. He's gone through the middle. He's gone all the way. If he can score, it'd be beautiful. What a goal, Patrick Roberts. Oh, what a finish. There's a reason he's his most expensive transfer. Kick clash. Watch this on the halfway line. Picks it up, goes in between the defenders. Gets all the way through and puts it past Watson. That was too easy for him. I cannot believe he's just done that. Jesus Christ, Patrick Roberts. What a goal. As we go into the half-hour mark, there's a highlight here. Grujic gets the yellow card. Thornley on the ball now. Gives it to Holland. Wiles over the top to Bowler. He causes problems last season. Can Bowler whip a ball into the box. Gives it to Brown. Lets it run to Holland. Cross comes shot maybe. Sean Maguire picks up ball to put the ball back in. Le Chabler. And it's just over the bar. Corner ball. We don't want to concede here. Nathan Holland with the corner. Whips it in. Maguire was up. It's going to fall to Patrick Roberts. He cannot do it again, can he? He's not going to pass it by the looks of things. He's going to run it himself as Patrick Roberts finds himself on the left wing. Bad tackle from Wiles. I think he's got away with no card. But a chance to whip it into the box. But there's no highlight, so I'm guessing it wasn't a good ball. But that is half time. 2 shots again on target from the opposition. And considering we're away, we're doing really well. I'm going to still demand more from them. See if we can get more as we go into this second half. To hopefully get another consolation goal. Time for Martinelli to show us what he's made of. Coming onto the pitch for Sessegnon. Got a ball for us. Stuart Armstrong to whip it in. Catrone's there. Hornby's there. It's going to fall to Roberts and he's offside. Just had a tap in, but it's not going to count. 5 minutes left on the clock. I'm not too comfortable sitting on a 1-0. We've had 2 wins, but there haven't been... I want to score more. I don't mind conceding if we're scoring more goals, but 2-0 and a 1-0 look like scrappy results in my eyes. As Lowe has the ball, gives it to Martinelli. Pavelursa over the top. Torta with his first chance. Can he get a goal on his debut? No, straight to the keeper. Uh-oh. Oh, we managed to clear, but it's not a good clearance from Milne as he gives it to Patrick Bauer. Roland over the top to Sean Maguire. Looks like he's come out on the left-hand side of the wing on the midfield. Drives into the box, gets another shot off, and I thought that was chipping around. Just a couple of minutes. Colin coming on for his debut. For Max Milner has had a really strong performance. Stuart Armstrong could cap it off, get his goal difference up with a free kick. Straight to the keeper. And that's full time. We've got the win. 20 shots and 12 on target. I'm sure it was the same as that last game. 12 shots on target. Passionately saying nice victory, and we are 2 for 2. I'm sure most of you don't want to see me play Exit in the Carabao Cup. We've had a jam-packed episode for transfers, so I'm going to just let you off with it. I'm going to actually not play the game on screen. I'm going to praise Roberts in a minute, but I'm going to play these 4. Exeter, Blackburn, Luton and Cardiff as we sit 4th in the league. Only on goal difference though, because we've won both of those games. A really successful start to his first season, fully in charge of Southampton. But unfortunately, guys, that is the end of the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Like, comment, share and subscribe as we are almost on 100 subscribers, so thank you for that. Stay safe with the coronavirus going around. Don't forget to wash your hands. And I will see you in the next one. In a bit. Peace.